Hi, this is Andrea, and I'm here at EcoStation at the Children's Museum of Houston, and I'm getting everybody ready for New Year's. I would like to do a really nice project for you guys, something that that you can use on New Year's Eve, a horn, so that you can really blow in the new year right. And this is one that you can decorate. It's really just very simple, so I'm gonna give you an example. And today's project is sponsored by the Hamill Foundation and Wells Fargo. So the materials you need for today, super simple. Really, all you need is a straw and some scissors. But if you want to make a really nice horn for your end of the year celebration, even if it's just you and your family there at home, you want to have something festive, you can add a cone to amplify, which makes the sound louder. Amplify means make the sound louder. Some things to decorate your horn with, and some tape to put your horn, your cone onto your straw horn, and some scissors. And that's it. Okay, so this activity is so easy. You're gonna say, what? I really didn't need you to explain that to me. But it's deceptively easy because it's really hard to get these horns to really sound, so you have to have a lot of patience. So what you're gonna do is, I'm gonna tell you that you can change the sound of your horn based on how long it is. Because the shorter it is, the faster the air will move through it and the higher pitch it will have, so it will sound louder. The longer it is, the slower pitch. The lower frequency, and then it's going to have a lot lower sound. So it depends on what you like. Let's try, I like a lot of sounds. We're gonna try a little one. The first thing you wanna do is, once you cut it, you can take your scissors or your teeth or whatever you have, and you want to flatten it out as flat as you can get it. Really flat, especially the ends. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut at an angle, 45-degree angle. So basically you're gonna cut the corners off. There we go on one side. There we go on the other side. So here's the tricky part. When you put this in your mouth, what is gonna happen is that when you blow, these two little pieces will vibrate, and that will make the noise. The trick is that it's really hard to find the right way to make those them vibrate. So what you're going to need to do is kind of play around with it. Don't give up. Trust me, it works, okay? So now that we've cut off the little corners, we're going to try this out. Now remember, it takes a little bit of practice, so don't give up. The thing that you want to do is put the little parts that are cut just barely inside of your mouth. See how loud the frequency is really high with this. If I did one that's lower, like say this one, let me flatten that out some. See the difference? You kind of have to play around with it. So I thought, wow, I wonder if you could do that with the big straws. And you can do it with the big straws. So I cut one of the big straws, did the same thing. I really try to flatten it. It's a lot harder to flatten out the big straw, but you can get it pretty flat. And remember, this part needs to go just barely inside of your mouth. So you can get some really cool sounds. Try some different lengths. And how does it work? Well, sound is made through vibration. And so what ends up happening is, when you blow on this, it causes the ends to vibrate. And all around us is a lot of air molecules everywhere, even though you can't see them. So once this vibrates, it hits all the air molecules, and all the air molecules vibrate. And sound is actually a wave. And so once you blow on it, then it goes out a big old sound wave, until it comes and it hits your eardrum. So sound is really caused by vibration, and the vibration hitting the air molecules causes it to expand out. So this is where our cone comes in, because right now when I'm speaking, all my sound is going out in all directions. But what a cone does is it directs the sound and amplifies it. It makes it louder. And so if I were to blow this way, it would be a lot louder over there than it would be over here, because I'm directing my sound waves that way. So you can put whatever you like on your horn. I would decorate it before you actually roll it into this shape, because It's much harder to try and draw on it when it's around it like that. So what I would suggest, take your paper, and it's really hard to get a very small little area where you can put around your horn. So it's a little bit tricky. I put my hand underneath, see my thumb on top, and then I twirl my paper around, and then I pull. It's kind of tricky. And then you see you have a really nice, a small hole right there. So what I would do is I would make your hole first, make sure that it's gonna fit. Ooh. It's really a trick of pulling the paper on both directions, and then if you want it bigger, wider, you can keep the hole at the bottom and you can widen this out. So I would put a piece of tape, or I would mark it, the parts that are covered, so when you decorate it, you'll see the decoration part of it. And for the decoration, I put Happy New Year 2021 on mine, and then I did some of these fireworks. So I'm going to show you how to do the fireworks real quick, just in case you want to do them like I did. So for fireworks, just real easy, and you can use any material you have, crayons, markers, pencil, pen. I just used a black marker on that one. And so you can do a little dot in the middle, and then just some lines radiating out, and then between those lines you do some more lines, and you can keep going with that, and that kind of gives you that sense of fireworks without really getting too technical with it. Or you could do curved lines, woo, you know, the ones that go woo. I like those. Same thing, you can do some of that, and that'll also give that effect of fireworks. You can do the ones that come out like this, where it kind of looks like, a lot of times there's a shape at the end of it, like a star. You could put a little star, and so each one of these will have a little star. Do a double line to it, and that'll kind of give you your sense of that it came out from the middle and flew out to the outside. Not the best stars, but I'm sure that you can do a better job. Anything that you put on there to decorate it is going to be good, because we really need the change from 2020 to 2021. Let's celebrate it with some fireworks. Woohoo! How's that? So that's some different things that you can do, or you can put names on it, or Happy New Year, however you like to do it. So like I said, the trick is on how you turn the paper and how you pull it. Let me try this one, so I don't cover up my decoration. It's really on how you pull it, on whether or not you can get that small hole right there. So I would do it ahead of time, mark what's going to be visible so that you can do that. I mean, you can try and color on here. I did mine actually before, when it was rounded like that, because I forgot to do my decoration. And I got it to work. It's just a little bit harder because you don't want to squish it. Woo! So this amplifies it a little. Then you take your straw, and you're going to make your hole small enough that you can just tape your straw on. So you don't want to put, if it's a long straw, you don't want to put the whole thing in there. You want to just put the end where the sound waves come out. And then you just put a little bit of tape and tape it on. What I did with mine is I taped it, and then I trimmed it so it'd be nice and round, and it wouldn't be, you know, kind of half out, half on. So you can make it real narrow, or you can make it real wide like this one. And again, the difference will be in how long the straw is. If you don't want to go through all the trouble of this, you don't really need it. It's just for fun. Really, it's just for fun, because these are loud enough on their own. And so if you want to just do the straw, you can just do the straw. Everybody can have a straw and march around the house and woohoo, count down. I think it's fantastic. I love it. So I just wanted to make sure that you remember the smaller ones, the air, there's less air that it has to go through, so the sound is higher. Let me demonstrate. It's pretty loud. The longer ones, the sound has to go through a lot more air, so the frequency is a lot lower. It's about a lower pitch. So just remember, don't give up, because you're going to do this and you're going to go, oh, nothing's happening. Just play around with it. Put your teeth in different place, put your tongue in a different place, put it at an angle, try different things. and then you'll have success. And then after you have success, sorry parents, they're going to be going around the house going, hope you have fun. So this is Andrea signing off from the Children's Museum of Houston and from 2020. It's time to say goodbye to 2020. Let's send it off with a bang.